Hello and welcome to Victoria University's talk show. Today I am joined by up-and-coming artist Jay Swift. How you doing, Jay?
Doing very well, thank you.
So, what inspired you to start rapping?
Oh, that's a question, isn't it? Honestly, the first rap song that I ever heard that really inspired me because I was brought up on, like Dire Straits, Pink Floyd, the Eagles, a lot of old school music was actually 50 Cent and The Game, Hate It or Love It. I think I was about 11 years old, and when I heard that song, it just, I don't know for what reasons, but it inspired me so much to start making my own music. Um, just something about the sound of the song was something that I'd never heard before, and I knew at that moment it's what I wanted to do. So I was maybe like 10, 11 years old, and I just started writing pretty much every single day. I've been doing it for maybe, if I'm 26 now, that's almost 15 years. So it's become a part of me, and I wasn't too serious about it a couple of years ago, and I've become a lot more serious about it in the later years of my life because it's starting to seem like something that I feel like I've clicked to. It's something that's like second nature, and something I'm very passionate about. So yeah, I guess it was that song, 50 Cent and The Game, Hate It or Love It. As soon as I heard that song, I just wanted to make music, wanted to make rap music.
Nice. So, now for all our viewers out there, here is a look at one of Jay Swift's singles, Let It Be.
We're just trying to make it by any means. A lot of people don't get that. My production, a reflection of the pain in every section, and the heart I have invested at a loss to be respected. This cold world's cold, slowly find myself reflected. Running off emotions when the situation heated. I feel I'm now receptors giving back what they receive. With the senses beyond six that I find.
So, how did Let It Be come about?
The song Let It Be is, let me think about it for a second. It's a song about how I felt in that point and moment in my life. It's sort of a song about, saying everyone sort of get out of the way. This is what I'm doing, and I'm letting myself be. It's a hard question to answer, that one. Look, most of the music that I make is really spare of the moment. Like I'll get inspired, whether it's by the instrumental, the beat, or inspired by a certain thing that's happened throughout the day. And I just try to encapsulate that feeling, like I normally write most of my songs in one sitting. I don't write it a little bit and then come back to it afterwards, because I really feel getting that flow right from the start, right from that moment when you were inspired to do it, it really does encapsulate that moment in time. And I think that's important in music. So that song, it would have just been the way that I felt that day. It would have been maybe a conversation I had with a friend, maybe, an event that I went to or something like that. And as soon as I heard that beat, it just mixed with the feelings that I had right there in that present moment. So Let It Be came along. I guess some of the iconic lyrics from it are like, let it be, At first I was like, let it be, they say la vie. Say la vie doesn't mean let it be. It actually means live life, but it worked in the end, and I guess that's just what the song was about. It's like, letting life be what it is, but at the same time sort of finding a flow in it and trying to navigate through the craziness that is life. So yeah.
So, who inspired your hip hop journey, and what artists do you listen to?
So, I was first inspired by a lot of hip hop artists back in the 90s, like Nas, Pharoah Monch, Talib Kweli, Mos Def. Black Star was actually an album that I listened to probably more than anything else, which is Mos Def and Talib Kweli. It's really sort of documentarian rap. It's not so much full of ego. It's more reflecting on what your surroundings are. So a lot of the influence was really, 90s hip hop. And then as we got a little bit older, new artists like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, people like that came around. And yeah, so that's the influences pretty much.
Yeah, I like a lot of those artists too. So, can you see yourself as a recording artist, or do you prefer to do more live performances where you're feeding off the audience?
Both. I love recording, I love performing, I love having the, you know, writing have a lot to do with what's going to be when it comes to the point of being on stage. So yeah, definitely both.
Well then, let's take a look at another one of your singles. This is Jay Swift's Front to Teach.
One mic, one step, no hype, real shit. Get him in the pocket with views and not for healing. So many people try to abuse the art for millions. Never offer the people the key to a conclusion. Confusion, amusing the ones who are choosing. Life's better when it's on screen, so music soothing.
So, what do you think of the local scene in Melbourne, and how do you see yourself mixing among those artists?
The local scene in Melbourne it's a good scene. You know, there's a lot of people doing a lot. There's a lot of people doing a lot. You know, there's a lot of trap. There's a lot of normal hip hop, and yeah.
Well, that's all we have time for today. On behalf of the Screen Media students here at VU, thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure.